The European Union are a bunch of hypocrites who are proving that Brexit Britain was right, as they also plan to exit an international treaty. Pot kettle Brussels. This is about the hypocrisy and double standards in the European Union. Do you remember headlines like this? When they were saying that, well, the UK is breaking international law if they protect the integrity of the United Kingdom, if they bring the Northern Ireland aspects of the UK back into the kingdom. They were saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't unilaterally exit international treaties, you can't scrap existing deals, you have to get permission, you have to go to the European Court of Justice, blah, blah, blah. Well, as we said, pot kettle Ursula von der Leyen. In the latest U-turn, Brussels and the European Union are now preparing to exit a very key international agreement. So against international law, I mean, technically they're not breaking international law. So for the sake of the argument, if EU Ramonas are watching this saying, oh, Mahyar, this is different, they're not breaking international law. No, because that wasn't even the case when it came to Brexit. Just because an EU Ramona would say, well, you're breaking international law, doesn't mean you're breaking international law. This row is about the Energy Charter Treaty, which is very, very controversial. It's been absolutely crazy. In case you don't know much about it, I'm just going to give you the summary of what the whole thing is basically about. So in order to create another protectionist racket when it comes to energy, in the name of energy security, this is protecting the corporations and the powerful, all the ones with lobby money. Essentially, this treaty protects energy investors from unexpected circumstances that might hurt their profit expectations. As we said, the whole thing is like a mafia racket. It just simply protects the vested interests. And now the whole treaty and the whole agreement is damaging Europe's energy security. So even the European Union have decided to say enough is enough. Our people are going to rise up against us. So we're going to have to exit this treaty unanimously. Okay, so when you do it, it's fine. When we try to protect the integrity of our kingdom, no, we are being naughty. Interesting. So this is the latest that we had back in November on this issue. The European Union tried their best to reform this Energy Charter Treaty, but the whole thing collapsed because 4 countries abstained. The whole idea, the whole agreement was based on the fact that they didn't know, unlike many other treaties, should we go with unanimous agreements? Should we go with one umbrella, which is the EU, or should we make sure that we get the consent of every single member of the treaty, so the EU member states and others? Didn't go too well, did it, Ursula? And the bureaucracy of the whole of the European project, it completely exposes their own flaws and their own double standards. It's brilliant how the European media are still silent on these issues. Why is it the job of me and these channels, independent channels, to bring it up, expose them, talk about these issues, hold the power to account? It's not rocket science. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they also have these financial investors behind them who want their profits to be protected. Oh God, I sound like a socialist. I am not against profits, for the record. I'm just against vested interests and lobbying. Big government and big business going hand in hand. No. Capitalism forever. Anyway, let me know what you think. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back in half an hour on Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.